They have a Tempest available, and they're going to pop it. But Zai!
And if Wolves can hold it, they will be in the lead for the first time in this game. And with those kills come from Zai. Oh, from Zai!
Can they do it?
Got a
There's
touch.
the hunter killer drone from outside. They're trying to break through. They finally do it.
Anzai dropped 4 50+ kill hardpoint games during the 2025 World Champs, with 64 kills being the highest against Newgen Ninjas. So without further ado, let's get into it.
It's going to be a war, and we are off and underway then. The Newgen. It's some great work to just hold out for now, but that move from Zai there could be a big moment. A little bit of magic from Wolves players. It does enough. Pred missile comes in, doesn't connect, but it'll do enough to...
Inside with the dev machine. I really find it interesting that it's been Sai and Peg rotating back and forth between who is using the dev machine. This time around is going to be for Sai. 21 kills. We're barely moving on to Hill. What I find really, really amusing from the side of Newgen.
Spawns are going to flip though and split. So do you read any coming in? Because War's at the moment, and a great nade actually is going to catch with that Predator missile. Zai finds 3, finds 4.
But at the end of the day, they are still the Wolves, they are still the pack, and they are out for blood.
And they have found it. As more bodies fall in front of them. 5 points
62
is needed for the boys in gold. 2-1, and we're done.
Christ.
No debate this time. No disclaimer, no asterisk. Just domination. None more so than Zai. 64 kills. What a performance. When he put up that 30 initially.
Phone in getting just thrilled to
He's
start.
already up to 12 kills and has used
Really
this.
reflect on the scoreboard. Look at that, it's 63-45. Yes, they still have the time. Yes, they still have the control, but they were not necessarily capitalizing on those kills. Now they're finally doing so, and it was important to do it right now. They don't have necessarily OVJ committed player to actually be constantly doing it, and that could be a struggle if they're not careful enough.
Definitely going to see these kills turn into more points. The fact I'm seeing wind on 20.
There's a few utilities available on both sides, so let's see who uses what. The usage of the Tempest not going to connect, but at least scares them off fairly quickly. Sai at a distance with the Death Machine will do what he does best, which is spraying. That's a triple, going for the Quadra. Now there's the Sparrow over there. No.
Operators very quickly. So you want the payout in again. Could set them up to excel.
Finds a double, tries to go for the triple, tries to help out his teammates. Now double kill for win with the Sparrow. It's a double, goes for the triple, does not get it. There's the Death Machine inside now by Sai, already with 56 kills. They have the control, and there's enough time. There's enough time for Wolves to steal victory away. Can they do it?
Got a
There's
touch.
the hunter killer drone from outside. They're trying to break through. They finally do it. But because of that death, they end up with a victory in a game that they are losing.
Something would have to change here, though. I think if Galorus were to find what would be classified as
50-63 versus Animus, 250-161 versus Newgen.
to this event, and of course, like you mentioned, from day number 1. But Galorus is hanging, they're fighting, and now they're trying to move across the map.
Yep, gonna have to try to get some north lane control if they want to do anything. It's just kind of straight running up through the...
And that leads to an opportunity for Galorus to step.
Alarm bells for their setup when we get over towards P3, but not all the information. Yes, dead even game. Wolves trying to fight.
Trying to get some lanes to work with, and it's a bold Death Machine call, but it provides some breathing room for Galorus to get them
that angle. His timing is going to get really, really well done here. No, here's a hop.
Gifted spawn flip that they could pull it.
Foki with the HSO can't lock down the elimination.
Able to find the first. Response from Zai on the other side, trying to win the spawns, and that's a huge win. Opportunity for Wolves to flip and get over the 200-point mark.
And now this is going to be the flip and revert to the pressure, isn't it? Where Galorus wanted to play most.
They have a Tempest available, and they're going to pop it. But Zai holds it down from inside the hill. That could be his out, but Wolves are a long way away from seeing this hard point. Pred Missile finds one in the back. Backing up to deal with that as Luke is in.
Play for here on P4, and Galorus would do well to soak up the rest of Zai around the back with the Death Machine. It's a bullet hose. He sees one spot. P4 Wolves, they're going to be able to use the Operator's Snowball back in towards their favor. They'll close out map number 1 for Wolves, but Zai from that pull that we saw there at the end from the Death Machine, 56 and 37. Look at everybody just sharing.
Game between Wolves and STE to end our Saturday. I mean, this team's not necessarily coming in with inexperience, but it's far from their very favorite mode. Good job by Zai. We'll find a couple of different kills over towards P1, making the
Here, control of those P2 spawns. That is a full yellow feed here, Ton. But now
specifically on Hacienda for both these two teams. That's a really nice win for ST.
coming out in the series, winning map number 1 is monumental. But yeah, I mean, we talk about kind of leads in this game. It felt like side of the map. And if Wolves can hold it, they will be in the lead for the first time in this game. And with those kills, Tom, from Zai. Oh, from Zai!
In that previous rotation, we're starting to find the transitional kills as well. It's looking good for Wolves. ST had a really strong start.
The fight though, because this is a manic hard point. Clove's going to convert towards P4, I believe it was. That's where Stewart got another 40 points. And it really didn't feel like that deficit closed again.
Zai really did his best with the conditions his team had to face. It's just sad to see we never got to witness Wolves at their prime like this year with all of their best rookies. Maybe next year we'll get a chance.